Hello everyone. It's been a while since I've done an update, but I have the weekend off, so I have headed back into Nairobi from Maasailand while the others have gone off on a safari. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to tell everyone what I've been doing for the past 5 days. Excuse me if you can hear roosters and chickens and birds in the background. It's pretty noisy today. So my past 5 days, so orientation was on the 15th, and people from NVS or IBHQ came to, which is the volunteering agency, came to update us on our placements and tell us where we were going. And they did a bit of a song and dance for us, which is like a traditional welcome song from Kenya, which is pretty cool. I've got a video of it, so I'll pop that on my channel at some point. Then we jetted off to our placements. So mine was in Maasailand, and I got placed with a Kiwi girl called Hannah, or her Maasai name is Nesarian. We took about 2.5 hours to get there, so we had 4 of us and we dropped 2 people on the way to their placements before we went. Maasailand is absolutely beautiful, like it was breathtaking when we left the main city of Nairobi and actually left the outskirts of the city and drove through. Absolutely stunning. And I do have some footage that I took on the way back from Maasailand to come here on the weekend. I filmed on my GoPro because we got taken on a piki, which is pretty much a motorbike, and I filmed the whole trip on my GoPro. When I had a look at the footage, it's a bit shit, so it's mainly Sky because I angled the camera wrong, so I'll get what I can from there. Anyway, so we got taken to our placement home in Maasailand. It's a bit of a culture shock. I mean, out there, there's no electricity. They rely on solar power. So some houses have like solar panels and things like that to, give power for. I think we had a TV and a few other like basic electricity sort of items, and everything is so spread out. Like your neighbour will be 15 minutes walk away, but everyone walks. So sometimes it takes a couple of hours to get from A to B, but that's just standard practice for Maasai people. The day after that, so we stayed the night there and went to school the next day. It's a 40-minute walk to get to school each day, which seems like a long time, but it's absolutely stunning every step of the way. So it kind of just goes quickly because you're surrounded by like beauty everywhere. The first day of school was very intense. The first thing they told us was not to let them have us teach on our very first day. And naturally, Hannah and I arrived, and the grade 3 teacher was sick that day, so we literally got thrown straight in and said teach. So we had to make some lessons up on the spot, which is pretty interesting. So I think we did a bit of multiplication, some reading of like analog clocks and like body parts, and they know head, shoulders, knees and toes, so that was sung for about 10 minutes to kill some time. It's quite sad though that the resourcing that they don't get. A lot of the kids would share a pencil because there wasn't enough pencils to go around. That they're so dedicated to their learning. They really want to learn because they know that's how they'll get ahead in future. And then they're so patient. So it's very different to what you witness in like schools, English speaking schools or schools in Australia. It's as dedicated as they are to learning, though, it's quite lax. Sometimes the teaching involves the teacher going in, writing exercises on the board and leaving for 45 minutes while the kids do it. But they're so well behaved while the teacher isn't there, it's crazy. I think just because they're so dedicated to their learning that they just want to make sure that they're absorbing as much as possible. Usually at lunchtime they play a bit of soccer. The football was literally made, or the soccer, well they call it football, the soccer ball was made up of a whole bunch of really tightly packed plastic bags with string around it to make a ball shape. So they do have a few sports items, but they're only given to them when they actually have a sports period. But the fact that they can learn so much and be happy with so little is quite admirable, I guess, for lack of a better word, and something that we all should apply ourselves. I've definitely changed, I wouldn't say a lot at this stage, I've only been here a week, but definitely my mindset's slowly ticking over. So I've only been at the school 2 days so far. But the second day was a bit better because we weren't just thrown in. We actually had some methodology and a bit of curriculum, and we knew actually how they structured their classes. So we're fine now to just teach on our own. It's a really interesting experience teaching, though. So I definitely admire teachers. It's not an easy job, especially when there's about 22 to 27, 9 to 10-year-olds screaming and shouting and throwing, and that's only when we're there, because they're well behaved when the regular teachers are there. So I think this weekend as well, I'm going to buy like a few pencils and some exercise books, and maybe some like some global atlas map type of thing to stick on the wall, because it's really hard to explain where I'm from, because they don't know what the map of the world looks like. So in order to give them context, I think that'd be cool, and it will help for later stages as well, when other volunteers from other countries will come along, and they can point out on the map where they're from. What else? So Maasailand, apart from school, apparently we can see giraffe on the way to and from school. We haven't yet. It's because it's been a bit of a drought at the moment, but it has rained the last couple of nights in Maasailand, so the vegetation should come back in about 3 or 4 days, and then the grazing animals will come, so the zebras and the giraffes and the gazelle, and then in turn the carnivores will come out to prey on them. So you don't really see like lions or anything like that. There are a few leopards that stop by apparently, and hyenas will come out at night time. So hopefully I can get some sneaky shots of videos of them grazing on the way to and from school. What's the last thing? Oh, I got my Maasai burns as well. If you're following me on my other social media, you can see I put up a video of them doing some burning. So it's like a rite of passage, and they'll get to a stick and sort of create friction and smoke in another piece of wood, and they'll take it out and they'll sear the skin. So it's usually on the arms or the legs, and it's usually a dot pattern of 3 or more. If you're really hardcore, you can get like 1, 2, 3 and get 6, like a 2x3. But it was my first time, so I'll definitely just stick with that. The Maasai people really, really love sharing their culture as well. They're beautiful, hospitable, generous people, and always asking if we need anything, really wanting to show us, their homes and teach us words, and they're just, it's so funny to see. I know it's a bit cliche to say people with so little are so happy, but it's actually true. Like, I can experience that firsthand. They're the most beautiful, happy people. Well, I've been waffling on for like 8 minutes now, so I'll kind of wrap it up. But I've created a WordPress blog, which I'll update more than my vlog, because I can't actually upload my videos unless I'm in Wi-Fi, because it's quite data intensive. So I'm going to pop by the cafe before I go back to Maasailand this afternoon and upload my video for you guys. What else? I think that was everything. But as you know, I'm still raising money for the South Africa component of my trip, which I think may turn into just more weeks in Tanzania, to be honest, but we'll see what happens there. And the proceeds will also go towards me buying school supplies for my school in Kenya, and also medical and supplies for my orphanage work in Tanzania. So if you would like to donate, that's fantastic. There'll be a link below that you can donate on, and I'm showing directly where all these donations are going. A, for me being here, and B, for the things that I'm buying while I'm here for the kids. But now it's 9 minutes of waffling, so I will sign out. So click on the links below for my blog and for any donations, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.